time is after the sermon. One time through.
Or I have. Oh, is that right? Is that up here? I had one after the reading and then one after the sermon.
Oh, after the reading and after the sermon.
Yeah, one after the reading, one after the sermon.
Okay.
But it might be that I'm
Our opening hymn is Come, Come, Whoever You Are. The words to this hymn were written by Sufi mystic Jalaluddin Rumi. When Rumi was just a small boy, he had to flee his homeland because of political unrest and impending violence, and he traveled with his family to what at the time would have felt like the other ends of the earth. He settled down in the city of Konya and grew up to become a religious leader to people of many traditions, but deeply rooted in his Sufi Muslim faith. So we'll sing this song of welcome and invitation, and as we sing it, let's remember it was written by an undocumented immigrant. This is a song of invitation and welcome written by a Muslim political refugee seeking to build a community of love and justice. As we celebrate the communities of love and justice we're building and thinking of those who have yet to find one. I'll invite the clergy to process. We're going to try this with a new rhythm that goes like this. Come, come, whoever you are, wander, worship, lover of thee. Ours is no care of an despair. Come yet again. One more time. Come, come, whoever you are, wander, worship, lover of thee. Ours is no care of an despair. Come yet again. All right, another part goes like this. Though you've broken your vows 1,000 times, though you've broken your vows 1,000 times. I invite you to rise and bow to your spirit. You can sing that part or the original. Come, come, whoever you are, wander, worship, lover of thee. Remorse is no care of an despair. Come yet. Let's add some more rhythm. Come, whoever you are, wander, worship, lover of thee. Remorse is no care of an despair. Come yet again. Here we go. One more time. Come yet again. Come yet again. Last time. Come, come. Come yet again.
With gratitude, hope, and joy, we warmly welcome you to Unity Temple Unitarian Universalist Congregation this afternoon. We want to make a special welcome to the co-ordaining congregation, the members of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Evanston. We're so glad you're all here, and I am Reverend Roger Birchhausen, and I use he, him pronouns.
And I'm Reverend Emily Gage, and I use she, her pronouns. In our Unitarian Universalist faith, the power to ordain ministers is held solely by individual congregations. It's only the people in the pews or chairs or other uncomfortable seating that get to decide who is worthy enough to be ordained into the ministry. And so today, this ceremony marks such an occasion. Emma is actually being co-ordained by these two congregations, their home congregation, Unity Temple Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Oak Park, and their internship congregation, Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Evanston.
All of us here today are witnesses and participants to this wonderful occasion, And that includes the people that are watching the live stream right now, and those who will view this service later on our YouTube channel, Unity Temple UU Congregation YouTube channel. And although Unity Temple has been Emma's home congregation, they have been on this journey of discovery and ministerial formation at the U Church of Evanston, and they will continue to grow into their ministerial way of being next at the Countryside UU congregation where they will be serving. And so we charge, I am looking at the wrong thing. That explains a lot. Yep. So sorry. Anyway, as I was saying, this service is an affirmation of Emma's call and completion of the beginning phase of this formation. And it is a celebration, too, today of the web of connection that has supported and nurtured and sometimes prodded Emma forward.
It's good to be together on this sacred and joyful occasion.
Good afternoon and welcome. I see some familiar faces. What a delight it is to be in this sacred space together in a moment of celebration. But it's also a moment of reflection and a moment of pause. And I have to confess that I love pauses on the path that is ministerial formation. What a gift it is to look back on who we were, on who we became, the person, the minister we are. And to look forward to the many ways we will continue this journey of discovery. It takes courage to take this view from the balcony on our life, on our selfhood, and on our journey to ministry. To do this reflection well requires of us a space of sanctuary. More than physical sanctuary, it is the sanctuary we gift to each other as people who are the church, those who gave us unconditional love, support, and refuge, the people who helped form us into the minister we are. What a gift it is that we get to be a part of this moment for the incomparable Emma Farrell. An ordination in our Unitarian Universalist tradition is a moment in which we acknowledge and honor the ministerial authority that will be granted in the act of ordination. In our tradition, that authority is granted in 3 parts: when the person answers the call to ministry, when our denomination declares a person fit for ministry by welcoming that person into ministerial fellowship, and when the congregation, or in this case, congregations, affirm and promote that person's ministry for us all. Unitarian Universalist ordination requires and affirms that all 3 of these things are necessary to invest a person with the spiritual vestments called ministerial ministry. In doing so, we honor the triply tied witness to faithful service in Unitarian Universalism. And today, we will complete this 3-part act to fully confirm the ministerial authority of Emma. The authority granted here today through the ritual of ordination is the culmination of much work, reflection, and transformation, yet it's not the end. We are never finished creating ourselves and co-creating the world. As ministers, this is most especially true for us as we are called to the work of transformation. This ritual is both an acknowledgement of completion of one part and the beginning of another, even more demanding part of the journey. You see, that balcony view that lets us reflect on the past also reminds us that we can see the future horizon. This moment of ordination reminds us that the authority that is granted to us in this moment demands of us that we continue to live more fully into our call, our beinghood, and our ministry. And so I invite all of you into this time with celebration and joy, and with contemplation and reflection. Emma, may this moment, for you above all others, be embraced with joy, seeing who you were, who you have become, and allow you to ask, who do you wish to be, and what world do you wish to help co-create?
Good morning. Good afternoon. I'm always good for a laugh, even when I don't mean it. That's probably why we're friends. No. This is our chalice lighting, and her wonderful two children are going to light the chalice while I read. Oh, for God's sakes, it's me. This is by Christian Schmidt. It takes a spark, it takes fuel, it takes air, and it takes a container to hold them all. It is only with all of these things that we make fire. It takes a call, it takes learning and experience, it takes love, and it takes a community to hold all of them. It is only with all these things that we make a minister. Today we light our flaming chalice, and today we ordain Emma Farrell to the Unitarian Universalist ministry.
Would you repeat after me? Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. Just ring the bells that still can ring. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. 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 Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. Just ring the bells that still can ring. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. I invite you to rise in body or spirit. I think we can do this one in at least 11-part harmony. Let's give it a try. Here we go. Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. Just ring the bells that still can ring. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. Just ring the bells that still can ring. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. Just ring the bells that still can ring. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. Just ring the bells that still can ring. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. 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 That's how the light gets in.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am the Reverend Monica Clark Robinson. It is so good to be with you all in this beautiful space. I am Emma's seminary wife. So I've got the job today of the message for all ages. And to do this, I'm going to ask Emma to come and take a place standing right there in the middle. Thank you. Oh, friends, ministry, man. Ministry, I'm brand new to it. This is the first time I'm wearing a stole. Emma spoke at my ordination, and now I'm speaking at theirs. Ministry is never done alone. Ministry is done in that interconnected web of existence that we've spoken of for so many years as Unitarian Universalists. And now it is one of our values, interdependence. None of us does this alone. So today, we are going to create a bit of a visual display, if you will, of that interconnected web of existence that holds Emma. So, Francis, would you come up? Stand right here. Take this string and is it on? Okay.
We are shaped by countless hands and hearts.
All right. Next is going to be Eileen. Stand up. Ready, Eileen?
None of us grows alone. None of us can thrive alone.
Okay, I got that kind of taught. Because we've got to make a good web. We've got to make a nice...
But you're going to throw it.
I'm going to throw it.
Said I wouldn't have to throw it.
I'm going to throw it. Susan, why don't you go behind Emma? Let's do a big throw to Susan. I feel like you can do this. You ready? All right, Susan.
We borrow hope from one another when it's hard to find inside.
All right. George, why don't you go over there? All right. We'll toss first. All right, George.
We carry one another through hard seasons and joyful times of ease.
Gwen, let's see. Why don't you? Yeah, you're right there. That's perfect. Okay, ready? Here we go. Oh, there's fire behind you. Yeah, okay, good. Here we go. Yeah. All right.
I carry your heart in me just as you carry mine with you.
Every life, keep it nice and taut. Every life touches other lives. We are each other's becoming. We are each other's belonging. Now, show of hands, because this is just a few people. This is just a few of the key people in Emma's lives, right? Let's see a show of hands. Who has loved, supported, nurtured, or in any way been a part of Emma's ministerial formation or formation as a human? Can I see a show of hands? Emma, do a circle. All right, now, who would like a part of the web? All right, here we go. Ready? All right, who else would like a part of the web? All right, toss it. Who else? Here we go. Oh, you got to keep your... Yep. There we go. Back behind you. somebody up there? Woo! Fantastic. That was rather anticlimactic, but okay. Okay, somebody down here. Who else wants to be a part of Emma's interconnected web? And let's have 2 more. Ready? Who wants it? There we go. One more. Can we make it go all the way over there? Is that possible? Let's give it a try. What's holding us? Here we go. You got this. We believe in you. Okay, and now one final one, because it wouldn't be Emma's interconnected web if I wasn't a part of it. So you hold on to it, but then you send it to me. Ready? All right. All right. Emma, my love, if we could, every person in this room would have a piece of this. Because we are with you. We are in you. We want you to lean on us. We love you. This is what ministry looks like. Not one person standing alone, but a life woven together with other lives. Emma, this web is a reminder to you. Wherever ministry takes you, do not go alone. You carry with you these people. You carry with you those who have loved you, challenged you, taught you, supported you, believed in you. Let this web of love and support hold you when you need to be held, so that you will be able to do the same for others in return. Let's put each other's phone number on speed dial. Is that even such a thing, or did I just really show my Gen X? I just really showed my Gen X, didn't I? May you be sustained by this web, strengthened by it, and always remember that you belong to it. And then my wife, Greta, is going to knit you something from this ball that we will send to you, okay? All right, now we have the work of the undoing, which I will try to very quickly do. Everybody, just drop it. Thank you for the music under.
Emma, it is such an honor and a pleasure to be part of your ordination service today, and I wish I could be with you in person. My name is Emily Mace. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the intern minister here at Unity Temple, as well as a fellow student with Emma at Meadville Lombard Theological School. Emma has asked me to be part of this service by presenting the offering, and she'd like the offering to go to the Living Tradition Fund of the Unitarian Universalist Association. This fund dates to the 1988 General Assembly, which established the Living Tradition Fund and requested that ordination and installation services held in member societies include an offering to the fund. Over the years, that request has become a tradition among us.
Income for the fund comes from individual gifts, from offerings at installations, ordinations, and other ministerial milestone occasions, and from 2 services at General Assembly, the Ministers Association worship during professional days, and the service of the Living Tradition. The Living Tradition Fund provides 3 types of support for ministry: need-based scholarships for theological students in aspirant or candidate status, assistance to new ministers to reduce the burden of educational debt and repayment, and emergency assistant grants to ministers, religious professionals, other congregational staff, retired ministers, and their loved ones. Your generosity today strengthens our living tradition and our professional ministry by making that work possible. Please give generously, with thanks, and in the spirit of transformation. Here to have distributed the baskets, but they're going to magically appear in the back of the pews imminently, so get your money out and be ready.
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice, with the sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too.
Howdy. I'm George. You already met Monica, Emma's seminary wife. I'm another of Emma's partners. Our reading today comes from Andrew Gibson, and I expect to cry. I hope you listen to yourself and take care of yourself as you listen to the words of the poet. How the worst day of my life became the best. When I realized the storm was inevitable, I made it my medicine. Took 2 snowflakes on the tongue in the morning, 2 snowflakes on the tongue by noon. There were no side effects, only sound effects, reverb added to my lifespan, an echo that asked, what part of your life's record is skipping? What wound is on repeat? Have you done everything you can to break out of that groove? By nighttime, I was intimate with the difference between tying my laces and tuning the string section of my shoes, made a symphony of walking away from everything that did not want my life to sing. Felt a love for myself so consistent, metronomes tried to copyright my heartbeat. Finally understood I am the conductor of my own life and will be even after I die. I, like the trees, will decide what I become. Porch swing? Church pew? An envelope that must be licked to be closed? Kinky choice, but I didn't close. I opened and opened until I could imagine the pain was the sensation of my spirit not breaking. That my mind was a parachute that could always open in time. That I could wear my heart on my sleeve and never grow out of that shirt. That every falling leaf is a tiny kite with a string too small to see, held by the part of me in charge of making beauty out of grief.
I carry my people in my bones. I have not come here alone. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul.
What a joy this day is. Emma, I have known you for many years now, and in so many capacities. I first came to know you as a young adult, when you were a young adult, a scientist, struggling as I myself had struggled with the patriarchal, profit-motivated, and narrow culture that shapes so much of scientific pursuits, and especially workplaces. Even in our first meetings, I remember your strong compassion, your deep sense of justice that is so foundational to who you are, qualities that will serve you and your people well in your ministry. I had the great joy of working with you as a lay leader, as a worship associate, getting to witness you become a spouse, a mother. So many days of joy that I have gotten to share with you, Emma. And I'm grateful for this one too, and I look forward to more in the future. In each role, I have seen you bring enormous thoughtfulness, care, joy, exuberance, and love. To be here today, to witness these two congregations affirm these gifts, recognize in you a minister, and now today ordaining you to ministry. This is a great joy for all of us, and I'm deeply honored to be a part of it. And what a time to be ordained to this ministry. In her poem, A Dangerous Time, the poet Rosemary Watola Traumer writes, I think of the bones of the unsung rib cage, the way they protect the heart, how bone too is living, how it constantly renews and remakes itself. I think of how ribs engage with other ribs to expand or contract, and because they do their solid work, they allow the heart to float. This is what I want to do, to be a rib in the body of this country, to make a safe space for love. There is so much now that needs protection. I want to be that flexible, that committed to what's vital, that unwilling to yield. These are indeed dangerous times in our country and in our world. They are not the first nor the only dangerous times. Racism, sexism, dehumanization, greed, they have a long and prominent history in our country. These are characteristics native to our founding 250 years ago, native to our founding and the legacy of slavery, attempted genocide of indigenous peoples, land theft, greed, abuse of immigrants, abuse of women, abuse of LGBTQ people. All of these are a part of our nation's history. But they are not the only part of our nation's history. They are not the only part. We Unitarian Universalists are a part. So many other freedom fighters are a part of our history. 60 years ago, after tremendous organizing by the civil rights movement, the women's movement, the farm workers movement, the gay rights movement, and the American Indian movement, we finally, 50 years ago, began to move more fully into the direction of the multiracial, pluralistic democracy described 250 years ago by our founding fathers, whose visionary words far exceeded their own commitments and understanding of what justice and liberty and equality really looks like, right? We started to really live into that future. 60 years ago, we finally began to make real on what the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King called the promissory note, written into the Declaration of Independence, to which every American was to fall heir. That promise that all would be guaranteed the inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Just as the gains in Reconstruction were undone, the gains of 50 and 60 years ago, those hard-fought wins, are now being dismantled. As the far-right, authoritarian, fascist, Christian white nationalist, theocratic leaders of our country sow fear and panic over immigration and gender, sowing panic to create the conditions of silence, division, isolation, and fear such that they might abscond with our rights, our freedoms, and let's be clear, our public wealth. But we have not lost. We have not lost yet, not by a long shot. So here we are in this moment, dangerous times with so much at stake. So what is our role as Unitarian Universalist congregations, as lay leaders, as ministers? What is our role? What is our work in these days? What is the ministry that we are all called to, ordained to in these dangerous times? Are you ready? Okay, well, those who know me know I have 3 things. You ready? Let's go. 3 things we are called to in this moment: courage, sanctuary, and imagination. Okay? All right, let's dive in. We are called to a ministry of courage, to nurture communities that inspire in each of us and in our wider community greater courage and resistance, to defend what is vital, to refuse to be silent or complicit in the face of atrocity, abuse, and corruption. In her poem, How the Worst Day of My Life Became the Best, Andrea Gibson, may she rest in peace. Andrea Gibson writes, "What part of your life's record is skipping? What wound is on repeat? Have you done everything you can to break out of that groove? Our nation's wound is on repeat. It has been on repeat throughout its history, and we have to do everything we can to break out of that groove and not return again and again to this dehumanizing, corrupt, racist, sexist, transphobic reality, right? We have to fight our way out of this groove, and it will take courage. And let me be clear that courage is not just bravery. Courage has a moral foundation. The root of the word courage is from the French cœur, heart. Courage is fundamentally heart strength. It is the courage not to let fear hold us back when it comes to what we love. And courage is necessary for us both individually and as communities. As you use communities, we need to be nurturing courageous people and courageous collective action. People who have the courage to be who they are, despite messages that dehumanize or tell us that there is only one way to be, or that our productivity and wealth is the only measure of our value, right? We have to discard those narratives and be who we are and have the courage to nurture who we are and live it out and proud and loud. Listening to our internal knowing, learning to love ourselves in our fullness. For as Gibson writes, turning the worst day into the best day, she writes, "I felt a love for myself so consistent, metronomes tried to copyright my heartbeat." Finally understood, I am the conductor of my own life and will be even after I die. I, like the trees, will decide what I become. This is an internal courage that allows us to show up for ourselves and for others, and it lights a fire of courage in others when they see it in us. A courage that allows us to be that rib of protection for all that we love, our neighbors, our values, our democracy, our planet. Traumer says, "I want to be a rib in the body of this country, that committed to what's vital, that unwilling to yield. I want our communities, our UU communities, to be a rib in the body of this country, that committed to what's vital, that unwilling to yield." Courage, my friend. The realities of fascism, authoritarianism, kleptocracy, they all rest on diminishing the spirit of the people. diminishing what we believe is possible for ourselves and our society, using chaos and fear and panic to isolate, exhaust, and silence us. And so the power and need of our religious communities is to be places where we foster courage and love, heart, strength, to organize for our lives and our neighbors and for a future where we can all thrive in our fullness and beauty, and to resist this attack on the goodness, the beauty, and the possibility of our shared humanity. But this is not all. Courage is just one piece. The second is sanctuary. Rosemary Watola Traumer's image of the ribs is not just about protecting what is vital. She also describes how the ribs make a safe space for love. And that is what our communities must be as well, to be sanctuaries for inclusive, welcoming, loving, joyful community. We need spaces where our hearts and spirits can be held such that they might rest, be fed, and heal. And heal. Places where we can be fed by caring community, nourishing food made by loving hands, and a worship and community life that offers belonging and deep care. A religious community that by its very spirit contravenes, counters the messages of fear and division and acts of injustice with practices of generosity, compassion, connection, and openness of mind and heart. We have to embody this deep belonging and care with one another. That too is a way of resisting what is happening all around us. We cannot continue in the struggle for justice if we are not nourishing the source within us of justice and love, which grows from attending to our well-being. It grows from caring for others, and it grows from the spaciousness in moments of silence and worship. This is the work of our spiritual community, creating places where we can lean into the warmth of one another, where we can be known and loved as we are, where we are invited into the art of hospitality and caring, spaces where we do not have to struggle, but where we can touch the spacious depths of wisdom that live within us. For our faith is not just theoretical, and it is not just academic. Can I get an amen on that? That's right. This stuff is not theoretical. It is not freaking academic. It's life and death for too many people. Our faith must help us remember our own humanity in these very inhumane times and help us keep our humanity alive. It must help us nurture compassion and joy and love, because while life always knows suffering, we were also made for joy. We were also made for love. We were made to care for one another. Our Universalist forebears, they knew this. They proclaimed that God wanted for all of humanity not hell, not suffering, but happiness and joy in this life. Our Universalist forebears, Hosea Ballou, said God wants everyone to be happy. So when we live our faith, we have to be sharing that joy, that community, that love and care with one another. It is this that connects us to the innate goodness within our humanity. And we are not going to make the world a more just place if we are not nurturing that innate goodness within each and every one of us. We need soft places for love, for tenderness, where healing may grow. And so alongside courage, sanctuary, do you remember number 3? Imagination. That's right. If we can't see it, we can't make it real. Right? We are called to be communities of imagination and possibility. Our congregations can be like gardens where we remind ourselves and show to our children that another world is possible. And where together we do the work to plant the seeds and nurture the soil of that new possibility. To be a place where across the generations we create art and music and beauty and tell stories that call us to a future beyond what is and beyond what has been, that calls us out of that groove to a new place where all can thrive, where we incarnate love and beauty into our lives again, where we lean into possibility, experimenting with new ways of being, new forms of governance, and we practice community rooted in justice and equity, where we recover and rediscover the ways of caring and sustaining rather than exploiting life and this earth, right? And I just want to take an aside because I know when we talk about a world where all people will thrive, a world where we share the wealth of this earth, where everyone has enough, some of you might think that's never going to happen, right? For how many thousands of years did human beings think we could never get to the moon? We spend billions investing in the dreams of these tech bros to go to Mars, right? But we can't get health care for everyone. It's not true that everyone can't have health care. It's not true that we can't share the wealth of the earth. It's true that we invest in imaginations that provide only for the few, that imagine colonizing Mars, rather than just providing a home for every person on this earth. It's all about which imaginations we invest in. So we have to continue to be communities of imagination that do not let the dream of a world made fair where all her people are one, as David Pohl, Unitarian minister, said. We can't let that dream, that vision die. We have to share it with our kids, nurture it, breathe life into it, and then organize for it. It is said that without vision, the people will perish. And so alongside courage and resistance, alongside sanctuary and care, we must continue to nurture the possibility and imagination for the world we need and to create the practices that move us towards that. What are we called to be as religious communities, as UUs? What are we ordained to in this moment? Courage, sanctuary, imagination. This is the ministry that we are called to do. And while it is vital for our congregations to live into all three of these, right? The courage, the sanctuary and care, and the imagination, I also want to name that each and every one of us, we don't have to do all of this. Okay? None of us has to do this alone. Find your place in these roles. Find the area where your passion and self comes alive. Maybe it is the work of resisting on the front lines. Maybe it is the work of cooking nourishing food for the community, telling stories to the children, helping raise them in their confidence and self-love. And maybe it's the work of creating art and music and storytelling that help us imagine the day that we all need to thrive, right? Don't feel like you have to do all of this. Our congregations can hold these ministries when we each find our place in this work. Together, our congregations must be powerful communities of resistance in this moment. But they must also be powerful communities that embody love and care and that universalist spirit, that God wants joy for all of us, that reminds us we were made for joy. Yes, we will know suffering, but we were made for joy, and we're going to keep on fighting until we get that world where everyone can be free and everyone has enough. So may it be. May we see to it.
I have not come here alone. I carry my people in my bones. not come here alone. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul.
I invite you all to take a moment to settle into your chairs, to put your feet on the ground, to take a deep breath in, and then releasing breath out for any tension we may have brought in. On this holy day, we hold Dr. Emma Farrell in our hearts as they step into a brand new ministry, a ministry that will be theirs and theirs alone. Spirit of love in which we live and breathe and have our being, we ask for guidance through the myriad challenges that every ministry faces. We ask that love and care may always surround Emma, that they can always find a moment of space to respond wisely, and a moment of breath to remember that no matter what, they are not alone. Emma steps into this rich Unitarian Universalist tradition, this ongoing flow of souls taking up their own mantle, channeling their own wisdom, joining an ancient tradition of making the world better by their presence. We trust that Emma will remember every day, or as often as possible, that they are embedded in a wholeness that will never, ever let them go. We trust that they will bring courage, wisdom, compassion, imagination, and kindness, living from deep humility to offer their own particular and powerful expression of love, holding every being they meet in sanctuary and care. Spirit of life and of love, which is embodied in this gathered sacred community, give Emma strength, hope, and joy, and support them through whatever this life may bring, knowing that we are all walking with them. Blessed be.
What a beautiful space, a beautiful moment, a moment of joy. Emma, will you please rise and face the congregation? While the living tradition of Unitarian Universalism, the authority to confer the ordination lies wholly within the congregation. We who are gathered here, both Unity Temple and UU Congregation of Evanston, have the honor and duty of ordaining you today. The act of ordination confers the authority of religious leadership, the title of reverend, and the privilege to wear a stole.
Emma, these congregations have recognized your calling to Unitarian Universalist ministry. First discerned at your home congregation in Phoenix, then deepened at each congregation since. You have been recognized by the Ministerial Fellowship Committee of our association as ready to serve. In our eyes and in our hearts, you are a minister. Are you ready to enter into this ministry and take on the sacred responsibility?
I am.
Will the members of the Unity Temple and Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Evanston rise in body or spirit, and in joining me in speaking the words of ordination that are printed in your order of service.
Members of UTUUC
and UUCE, we hereby ordain you, Dr. Emma Farrell, to the Unitarian Universalist Ministry. We charge you to listen deeply, remain open to wonder, and to lead with humility, to speak your truth with courage, and to trust the transforming power of love. We send you forth into the work of ministry with our blessing, our trust, and our love. Emma, do you accept the responsibilities and the joys, the privileges and the burdens of ordained ministry in this Unitarian Universalist tradition?
With gratitude and love and a humble heart, I do.
Now I invite everyone present, family, friends, and colleagues, to rise in body or spirit and join together in reciting the words of affirmation that are in the order of service. With joy and pride, we affirm this ordination. We offer our continued love and support. May your ministry nourish you and help you bring a more loving and just world into being.
May you go forth now, a minister in the Unitarian Universalist tradition. Amen. And blessed be you.
On behalf of Unity Temple UU congregation, I'm happy to present Emma with a gift, something they've wanted for public witness. When Emma is wearing this stole, everyone will know that they are siding with love and that Unity Temple sides with them.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kara. I'm on the UUCE board, and I've had the pleasure of working with Dr. Emma. My bad. Reverend Emma. It's new. It's new. So this stole was handmade by one of our members, Carol Nielsen. And so Carol was unable to be here today, so she sent me in her stead. I have a little note from Carol to read you. Dear Emma, your passage to be ordained as a minister is life-changing for you, for the denomination, for the church you'll serve, and your family. You have made and will continue to make an enormous contribution to this faith. It gives me great pleasure to honor the religious tradition of my faith by making these stoles for UU ministers serving the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Evanston. Your stole includes hand-dyed fabric, African flower fabric, silk and batik in the colors of the sea, the sky, and fields of flowers. I wish you peace, wisdom, and joy today and every day. With deep gratitude for your time at UUCE, Carol.
God, your Spirit. I have not come here alone. I carry my people in my bones. I have not come here alone. If you listen, you can hear them in my. A little more harmony. I have not come here alone. I carry my people in my bones. I have not come here alone. Listen, you can hear them. Here we go. I have not come here alone. I carry my people in my bones. I have not come here alone. Listen, you can hear them. One more time. My people in my bones. I have not come here alone. Listen, you can hear them. If you listen, you can hear them in my
Okay, sit down. Today we mark a threshold. Thresholds are really interesting. They're not just beginnings alone, they are a crossing over. They are a place of tenuous and sacred things. In the Chinese culture, thresholds are the things that make archways and doorways and lead us through to whatever it is that's next. In order to start any true beginning, though, we got to get all the parts in place. Okay, so Dr. Emma, Reverend Dr. Emma, Reverend Emma, please join me here in this space. This is your space right now. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I'm going to ask Reverend Pam and Dr. Mary to rise. They know what they're going to do. They're moving to the aisles, to the balconies. There are people in these spaces that have ribbons that are going to join all of these variety of levels that we have here together. So if you have a ribbon, I'm going to ask you to stand up and drop it over the balcony right now. These people are the staff from Countryside, the LGBTQAI plus group at Countryside, the search committee at Countryside, and the board of Countryside, and most importantly, the internship committee from Evanston that have walked with Reverend Dr. Emma, and then some volunteers. Thank you. You may release your parts. You're going to give those to your colleagues, and your colleagues are going to, the ends are going to go to the colleagues, and you're going to trust that you're going to give those ends to a colleague. Awesome. And the colleagues are going to take them because they know what it means to be in a part of a ritual. Awesome. And at some point, you're going to move forward with that. And Mandy, you can split that up and maybe give one of those to somebody behind you. That's awesome. Look at that. Look, and we've got the people down below, and we've got the people up above. Okay, so here's the deal. Take a moment to look around. This also is a web, right? This is a web of so many, many, many different places. These threads are visible today, not because they weren't there before, but because they were made for this time. So many things. The other thing we do in ministry is we're going to gather water. From the church in Evanston, from the church here at Unity Temple, and from Countryside. Every September, we gather waters in, and we bring things together, and we draw from where we have been over time. And this water becomes sacred because of the holiness that it holds. We'll put this right here for right now. So, now we begin. A life is shaped in the way with many hands, and many breaths, and many fires, and many, many waters. And so we call upon the elements that have always carried us through from one moment to another. Oh, ground, oh, air, oh, fire, the water of life. Join with me. Oh, ground. You're just going to keep on repeating that. Oh, ground. One more time. Keep on going. Oh, I invite your family to come up. Come forward, Gran and Amon and George and Addie. You are the first circle. Please join and lay your hands upon Emma. Take a hand. The rest of your family gathers to touch one of you. We name those who are not present, but whose names and presence is written on your bones. Grandma Gwen, after whom you were named. One who brought warmth and attunement, Grandma Catherine, who received their middle name and was astutely sharp and witty in all of their lives of 105 years. You are the ground of this life. The stories that remain untold, the roots that hold through the storms and the seasons, you who remind Emma who they have been and who they are still becoming. Oh, ground. Oh, your teachers, Eileen and Susan and Emily. You're going to open up this circle a little bit and help these good people to come in too. Yeah, bring the ribbons with you. Awesome. I call forward your colleagues and the companions in this work. Rise now and join this. You may turn outward so that everybody can see as well. Your presence, your air, the breath steadies this, reminds us that we are never, never alone with them. You who have been a non-anxious presence, you who have spoken the truth to power and listened for what was left unsaid. gathered in ceremonies. You can't hear me at all. We bring forth this water now, gathered in ceremonies, gathered over many, many, many journeys. Bring forth all the goodness that you can in this moment. Right now, we are sending it to you. In this moment, we anoint you through the order of Melchizedek, through the order that is ancient, through the order that is, with this water, with these hands, with the power of life. Take this moment. Know that everything that has come through to Emma also goes through you. All of the power, all of the goodness, all of the intention of ministry and service in this world is yours. It is ours. It is ours to take the courage. It is ours to offer sanctuary. It is ours to just imagine what could yet be. Amen and blessed be. Find your seats again, and if you were a bearer of ribbon, please just gather it in. Please just gather it in, and we will gather it up at the end. Oh, Christ.
And so we flow on into a rite that has been sacralized over time, an ancient rite that once was called the hand of fellowship. And as we come into this present time, it is the hand of kinship. This rite comes from drawing on our historical roots of Christianity, and it comes from Galatians. And the Apostle Paul wrote about how apostles extended the right hand of fellowship to other apostles who were joining in the journey. It is a hand of welcome, of collegiality, and of collaborative partnership. And so this rite is something that tethers us to the past, gives us an opportunity to soak in the present, and takes us into the future. Now, this is a covenantal partnership. And in our historical tradition, we may understand that there have been covenants made in this faith that have been insufficient. And that there have been times when hands have been extended to some, but not to all. When there could have been a hand extended in kinship and comradeship, instead there were barriers. This past is one to sit with, and invite ourselves into a present, and also invite the presence of love that dictates and reminds us of the power of kinship. I have received the hand of fellowship as many of colleagues have before, and it is a reminder that we have each other's backs, that we take care of one another, that we carry each other through as a reminder of that larger love that holds us all. And that in any moment, it could be a strong hand or a hand reaching out in desperation and weakness and need. And that this collegium is a powerful web. And I invite you to lean on that web and know it is there for you, Reverend Emma. And in this present moment, we have been weaving a sacred time together, reminding ourselves of that network of hands and hearts that is greater than the sum of its parts, and that I get to be a part of extending that hand to you towards a future, a reminder that there is a cloud of witnesses, of righteous, beautiful souls who bring us forward into this moment towards a future where you might extend your hand of kinship to so many and be a model so that they someday will be in this pulpit and in some sacred space or maybe in a public park extending that hand of kinship so that we may remind ourselves that every time we extend our hands to one another, we are participating in a liberating love that holds us all. And with that, I offer you the hand of kinship. And that is let's call on the right reverend to charge you up.
Emma, you are extraordinary. Yes, I mean, right? On behalf of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Evanston, your imprint on our hearts and on the character of our congregation will remain with us always. Your gifts are overflowing. You came that way to us. And I've had the opportunity over these last 2 years as your internship supervisor to witness and benefit from all that you bring to ministry. Though it's impossible to name all of your gifts, I want to name some of them, what I've recognized in you. First, you have a tremendous sense of humor. Tremendous sense of humor. Come on. You love to laugh and you love to play. And never at the expense of others, always with others. You've worn playful outfits and silly hats. You've danced at our dance parties. You've cried tears of joy and of laughter. And that is what's necessary for a true sense of humor. You are brilliant, Emma. Though never pompous, arrogant, or boastful, ever. You have a rare gift of being wicked smart while continuing to cultivate a beginner's mind and a curious learner's spirit. You are not only knowledgeable, you are wise. You generously share your understanding of rapidly advancing technologies with a scientific inquiry and the ethical wisdom to help us consider how we might be in relationship with those technologies, with each other, and with the world. This is no small thing. You have the wisdom to ask good questions and not rush to the answers. You are grounded in embodied practices. You have demonstrated somatic healing, breath work, and prayer. You have encouraged me, often to no avail, to stop and pause, to pray before the worship service. You tried so hard for 2 years. Thank you. And I will keep trying, I promise. I make you that promise to try to keep doing that. But I thank you for helping me to recognize the importance of prayer. You are humble, and I want to be clear that humility is not about making yourself small or silencing your voice. Never let it be that. I pray for you to hold and nurture within you the kind of humility that doesn't underestimate your worth. I pray for you to continue to know your tremendous gifts, to use them when needed, and to inspire others to use theirs. These are the gifts that you already possess, so I don't need to charge you with those. I just charge you to remember them. Remember that you hold them, and they won't ever disappear from you, okay? My charge to you is to remember one gift above all others. It's not something that you can study or prepare for. It's not something you can read about. It's not something that you can learn in a workshop. It's not something that comes with required credentials. The gift that is most valuable in your ministry is your presence. Your presence. No one else's presence. Presence means uncertainty. It's messiness, it's discomfort. You cannot do presence perfectly or right. And that is its gift. Ministry is an impossible vocation. The expectations we place on ourselves and that others, even if they don't mean to, will place on you, the expectations that the world puts on you. They are all too much, right? You could give every last ounce of what you've got. You could have every skill and strength in the world, and it still wouldn't be enough to meet all of the needs in the world, right? And yet, you are already more than enough. You do not need to know all the answers. You do not even need to know all the right questions. So the questions are probably more useful than the answers. What you have to offer, more than any other gift, even as tremendous as your gifts are, is your presence. Not anyone else's, yours, to the congregation, to your family and friends, your colleagues, and most importantly, to yourself. And by presence, I mean physically, mentally, spiritually. You will not be able to, nor should you try to be present to everything at all times. But when you are present with those you minister to in the building, out in the streets, even on Zoom, be present. Yeah, you know. Be present in your skin, as present as you can be. Okay? You already do this very well. You've already got it. I know that there can also be a nasty and dismissive voice that lives within you. I don't know what you're talking about, right? Yeah.
Her name is Barb.
So Barb is going to challenge you, and she's going to try to raise her hand and say, you're not enough, you don't do enough. And I want to invite you to just tell Barb, thank you, Barb. And I need you to be quiet and put that persistent hand down and just sit over there for a while, because I'm gonna do this ministry thing, because I got it. The greatest qualification you bring to this role is your genuine, funny, big-brained, gracious, grounded, humble, and loving presence. And when you are tired, because you will be tired, this world is tiring. Ministry is tiring. It demands a lot of you. I want you to give yourself a break. Trust that when you cannot be present, that others will be there with their can make space for that. And remember to have fun, dance, eat good cheese, share delicious meals, ask questions, open your heart, pause, breathe, and cry when you need to, and laugh more. Remember to take up space with your beautiful presence, with humility and with grace and wonder, and you will have a long and blessed ministry. I am so grateful to know you. I'm so grateful to call you my colleague and my friend, and I love you.
I love you.
This is a charge to the congregations gathered here. On Sunday mornings here at Unity Temple, we like to say, whoever you are, wherever you are on your life journey, you are welcome here. That is to say, we do our best to meet people where they are when they first come through our doors. We affirm them, celebrate them, help them build connections, and see what happens from there. Because even though we welcome people as they are when they first come through our doors, we don't expect them to stay that way. Because one of our core values is transformation. When Emma arrived at Unity Temple from the UU congregation of Phoenix, their life was in a very different place. I'm not going to presume to name any of those things or any of the changes that have taken place along the way. But I will note that this community accompanied Emma on that journey. And they provided opportunities for Emma to become more fully themselves. And all of those things added up to Emma realizing that they were called to ministry and then answering that call. This is what congregations at their best can do for each of us.
And as we might have heard a little earlier, although Unity Temple has been Emma's home congregation, they have been on this journey of discovery and ministerial formation at the UU Church of Evanston, where they did their internship, and they will, of course, continue to grow into their ministerial way of being at Countryside UU. And so we charge our congregations, and that includes Countryside, to go and do likewise. Welcome people as they are, help them build connections and meaning, and travel with them in their journeys of transformation. And who knows where that's going to lead. And so may this affirmation and celebration of Emma's continuing journey of unfolding, becoming, remind all of us here that this is our sacred work as Unitarian Universalist congregations. This work helps transform the world. Emma and their ministry are such a beautiful embodiment of this work. Go and do likewise.
We invite you to rise in body or spirit and rock out our final 2 hymns in one. Here we go.
Oh
got pain like an arrow. I've got pain like an arrow. I've got pain like an arrow in my I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. Like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain. Got strength like a mountain in my soul. Love will guide our faith and fire. Love inside us, living away. Love will guide us through the hard times.
You all rock. Wow. Oh, beloved. This is just overwhelming. I cannot begin to tell you. I'm perplexed. This is, and I know all of the love that you've shown here today, not only is it overwhelming, but I also know that it is not just about me. It is about our movement. It is about the way that we put our lives into these values, that we invest and we care about creating the kind of world that we want to see, the nurturing world that grows from our imagination. You all have so countless times been sanctuaries for me and for each other, and I pray that you take that with you as you go, and that we continue the work of being courageous together, of holding one another and accepting and loving as we are, so that we can then build together through our imaginations the futures that we want to see. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Remain risen for the dance party.
All righty then. I think we've already had a dance party, but we can have some more, right? More dancing. We have fallen down again tonight. In this world, it's hard to get it right. Try to make your heart fit like a glove. What it needs is love, love, love. Here we go, if you know it, sing it with me. Everybody, everybody wants to love. Everybody, everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody, everybody wants to love. Everybody, everybody likes to be loved. Oh, oh, oh. Here we go, everyone. This is the dance party, if you didn't catch that part. Happy is the heart that still feels pain. Darkness drains and light will come again. Swing open up your chest and let it in. Just let